I want to remind you today that you are enough, even when you don't have it all together. Life can feel overwhelming at times, and we often find ourselves questioning if we are doing enough or being enough. But let me tell you this, you are always enough, even on the days when things seem messy and imperfect. It's easy to look at others and feel like they have everything figured out. Their lives seem so put together, while you may be struggling to keep up. But the truth is, nobody has it all together. We are all navigating our own unique journeys, filled with ups and downs, challenges and triumphs. It's normal to feel like things are not where we want them to be. But that doesn't make us any less worthy of love, compassion, and acceptance. When you feel like you don't have it all together, it's important to remind yourself that it's okay to be in progress. Growth is not about perfection. It's about progress, learning, and evolving every single day. And just because you don't have all the answers doesn't mean you aren't already perfect in your own way. We are often our harshest critics. We tend to judge ourselves for not living up to some ideal standard. But when we hold ourselves to these unrealistic expectations, we forget to acknowledge the beauty and strength we already possess. Your worth is not defined by your achievements, your failures, or your circumstances. Your worth is inherent. You are worthy simply because you exist. Sometimes, we hold on to the belief that we need to have everything figured out before we can love ourselves fully. But that's not the truth. Self-love doesn't require perfection. In fact, it's most needed when things feel messy, when you don't have it all together. You don't need to wait for everything to align before you can offer yourself love and kindness. Right here, right now, at this moment, you are enough. It's important to let go of the idea that you need to be perfect to be loved, either by others or by yourself. Perfection is an illusion. What matters is that you show up for yourself. That you acknowledge your worth, and that you give yourself the grace to be human. When life feels like a whirlwind, remind yourself that you are still deserving of peace and love. In those moments of chaos, it's easy to get caught up in the feeling that you're not measuring up. But I want you to know that you are doing the best you can. And that is more than enough. Loving yourself is not about getting everything right. It's about being gentle with yourself, accepting where you are, and trusting that you are exactly where you need to be. It's about understanding that it's okay to not have all the answers. Life is about discovery, growth, and being present with yourself along the way. In moments of doubt, close your eyes and remind yourself, I am enough. I am worthy of love and kindness, no matter what. I don't need to have it all together to be worthy of joy. I am a beautiful, imperfect, and whole person, exactly as I am. Self-love begins with acceptance. When we accept ourselves, flaws and all, we give ourselves the freedom to grow, to change, and to become the person we are meant to be. But we must first acknowledge that we are worthy of that love, even if we feel imperfect. You are worthy of all the love, joy, and abundance the universe has to offer. So, the next time you feel like you don't have it all together, take a deep breath and remind yourself, you are enough. You are enough at this moment. You are enough even if you're not where you want to be yet. You are enough even if things are still unfolding in your life. You are enough, just as you are. Don't let the pressure to have it all together rob you of your peace. Life is not about perfection, it's about being true to yourself and loving yourself through every season. Whether things are easy or difficult, whether you're feeling confident or uncertain, you are enough. Always. You don't need to be perfect to be loved. You don't need to have everything figured out to be enough. Your worth is not determined by your achievements, your status, or the things you do. Your worth is inherent, it comes from within, and it's always there, no matter what. So, take a moment right now to acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge how far you've come, how much you've grown, and how strong you are. You are not defined by your struggles, your setbacks, or your mistakes. You are defined by your ability to rise, to learn, and to love yourself unconditionally. Life is full of challenges, but you have everything inside you to face them. You don't need to have it all together to be capable. You don't need to have all the answers to be powerful. You are already enough, just as you are. We often feel the pressure to measure up to others' expectations, but these expectations are often unrealistic and rooted in external comparisons. The truth is, we're all on our own paths, and each one looks different. Your path is just as valuable as anyone else's, and it's okay to not have everything figured out yet. Life unfolds at its own pace, and sometimes, the best thing you can do is simply trust that things are unfolding exactly as they should. What if we shifted our perspective on what it means to be together? Instead of thinking of it as being perfect or having everything under control, we could think of it as being able to navigate life's ups and downs with an open heart and mind. Being together doesn't mean avoiding challenges. It means facing them with a sense of inner peace, knowing that no matter what happens, you are enough. When you stop putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect, you open the door to self-compassion. Instead of being harsh with yourself for not having it all figured out, you allow yourself to be human. You allow yourself the space to grow, learn, and evolve at your own pace. And as you do this, you start to realize that you don't need to have everything together to live a fulfilling life. You just need to be true to yourself and honor your own process. We live in a world that constantly tells us to do more, be more, and achieve more. The pressure to keep up with others can feel overwhelming at times. But what if you decided to stop comparing yourself to others and started focusing on your own journey? What if you gave yourself permission to let go of the unrealistic standards you've set for yourself? What if you allowed yourself to be okay with not having everything in place? Letting go of perfection doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or aspirations. It simply means releasing the need for everything to be flawless before you can start loving yourself. You are worthy of love right now, as you are. Your progress doesn't have to look like anyone else's, and your worth is not tied to external achievements or milestones. You are enough, regardless of what the world tells you. When you start to love yourself first, everything else begins to shift. You begin to attract the people, opportunities, and experiences that align with your true self. And this happens not because you are perfect or because everything is figured out, but because you are authentic. The more you honor who you truly are, the more the universe will respond in kind. As you continue your journey, be gentle with yourself. Don't wait for everything to align perfectly before you allow yourself to love and appreciate who you are. You deserve love, joy, and peace in every moment, not just when things are perfect. Self-love is about giving yourself permission to be exactly who you are, without judgment or criticism. It's about honoring your feelings, your experiences, and your growth. You are worthy of all the love and kindness you so freely give to others. When you're feeling uncertain or overwhelmed, remind yourself that you are enough. You are worthy of love and kindness, no matter where you are on your path. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up, be present with yourself, and offer yourself the love you deserve. You are more than enough, even when life feels messy. You are worthy of all the good things that come your way. Mind who you are, flaws and all, and trust that the love you give yourself will only make you stronger, more resilient, and more connected to your true self. So, my dear one, take a deep breath and acknowledge the beauty within you. You are enough, and you always will be.